The conversation didn't start with a press conference or a flashy headline. It started quietly, the way family truths often do, through a few carefully chosen words that fans believe carried far more weight than any viral clip. According to reported reactions circulating online, Stefon Diggs' mother made it clear that when it comes to her grandchildren, there are no sides, no favorites, and no conditions. Fans say her message was simple but firm. She cannot turn her face away from any of her grandkids, no matter who their mother is. In a world where celebrity relationships are often reduced to teams and timelines, that statement landed heavy. As screenshots and paraphrased quotes began spreading, supporters immediately picked up on the deeper meaning. Fans believe this wasn't just about family love, it was about shutting down the growing narrative that the Diggs family was divided behind the scenes. For weeks, speculation had been swirling about tension between different baby mothers, alleged awkward holidays, and rumored behind-closed-doors disagreements. But according to those reacting online, Diggs' mother cut through all of it by reminding everyone that children come first, always. What caught people off guard wasn't just what she reportedly said, but how she said it. Observers noted that she didn't single out Cardi B for special treatment, nor did she distance herself from Gisela or any other woman linked to her son. Fans believe that was intentional. The message, as interpreted by many, was equality. Same love, same protection, same welcome. In an ecosystem where celebrity parents are often accused of favoritism or silent judgment, that stance felt almost radical. Social media reactions poured in almost instantly. Some fans applauded her maturity, calling her the real backbone of the Diggs family. Others said her words exposed how unfair the online discourse had become, especially toward the women involved. One popular comment read, "Grandmas see past the mess. They see blood, not blogs." Another fan wrote that this was the kind of energy that keeps families from breaking apart under public pressure. Still, not everyone was convinced the story was that simple. Critics began questioning timing. Why now? Why speak up when rumors were already out of control? Some fans believe the statement was a response to alleged online dragging of Stefon Diggs, where people accused him of creating chaos between multiple households. Others speculated in insider leaks that the family had grown tired of watching narratives spiral unchecked. Whatever the reason, the internet clearly felt this wasn't accidental, it was strategic clarity. As the conversation grew, attention turned toward Cardi B. Fans dissected how this alleged statement might affect her position in the family dynamic. Supporters argued that it reinforced Cardi's place, not as an outsider or temporary chapter, but as someone fully acknowledged by the Diggs family structure. Others, however, claimed it also subtly reminded Cardi and everyone else that she is not the only woman connected to Stefon's life, past or present. Equality cuts both ways. Behind the reactions, another layer began to form. Fans believe this moment exposed the pressure placed on celebrity mothers in blended families. Every move is analyzed, every holiday is questioned, every absence becomes a headline. By publicly, or at least semi-publicly, affirming her love for all grandchildren, Diggs' mother appeared to be pushing back against that machine. According to online interpretations, she was drawing a line between family reality and fan fiction. Time jumps added fuel to the discussion. Old interviews resurfaced where Diggs had spoken about his mother's influence and values. Fans connected the dots, suggesting this response was consistent with how he was raised. Others weren't so charitable, arguing that strong maternal support doesn't erase alleged patterns or rumored behavior. The comment sections turned into debates about accountability versus compassion, responsibility versus acceptance. The second wave of reaction didn't soften the moment, it sharpened it. As more fans revisited the reported words from Stefon Diggs' mother, the tone online shifted from surface-level praise to deeper interpretation. People began reading between the lines, suggesting that her insistence on loving all grandchildren the same wasn't just emotional, it was corrective. Fans believe she was addressing a growing imbalance in how the public had been framing certain children as more legitimate, more celebrated, or more visible than others. What intensified the discussion was the specific mention that it doesn't matter who Stefon got the kid with. To many, that line felt deliberate. Commentators argued it was a subtle shutdown of narratives pitting women against each other. Cardi B versus Gisela, public partner versus private mother, famous versus unknown. Fans believe Diggs' mother was signaling that none of that hierarchy exists inside her family, even if the internet insists on creating one. As clips, paraphrases, and reaction videos multiplied, some fans claimed in insider leaks that the family had been under significant pressure behind the scenes. According to rumored chatter, holidays, birthdays, and even casual family gatherings had become logistical and emotional minefield due to constant online scrutiny. In that context, Diggs' mother's stance looked less like commentary and more like boundary setting, an attempt to reclaim normalcy where fame had distorted it. The spotlight inevitably circled back to Cardi B. Supporters argued that the statement actually protected her, insulating her from accusations that she was trying to claim exclusive space within Stefon's life. Others, however, read it differently, suggesting it was a reminder that no matter how high-profile a relationship is, it does not override existing family bonds. Fans were split, but nearly everyone agreed the message carried weight far beyond a typical grandma loves her grandkids sentiment. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs himself remained publicly quiet, and that silence only fueled speculation. Fans believe his lack of response was intentional, possibly advised, possibly strategic. Some argued that his mother speaking allowed him to avoid escalating tensions. Others felt his absence spoke volumes, reinforcing the idea that the family matriarch was stepping in to steady a situation that risked spiraling out of control. As the hours passed, the narrative grew more complex. Commentators began framing Diggs' mother as the emotional anchor in a rapidly expanding family tree. Her willingness to welcome future children, whether with Cardi B, Gisela, or anyone else, was seen by some as admirable foresight. By others, it was viewed as quietly acknowledging that more children could realistically be on the horizon, a detail that made fans uneasy. Criticism didn't disappear, it evolved. Some questioned whether unconditional acceptance enables alleged behavior patterns rather than challenging them. Fans debated whether love and accountability can coexist in high-profile families, especially when multiple households are involved. Yet even critics conceded that the grandmother's position was rooted in protecting children from adult consequences, a line that resonated across comment sections. Time jumps again played a role, with fans revisiting past celebrity family feuds where grandparents chose sides and fueled division. Comparisons were drawn, and Diggs' mother was repeatedly described as choosing peace over spectacle. Whether intentional or not, her stance contrasted sharply with the drama-driven expectations of celebrity culture. By the end of the night, one truth felt unavoidable. This was no longer just about Stefon Diggs' story or Cardi B's story or even about baby mamas. It had become a case study on how blended families survive under a microscope and how one voice can temporarily quiet the noise without resolving the tension beneath it. Fans believe the calm won't last forever, especially as new milestones, holidays, or announcements loom. And as speculation continues to swirl about future children, evolving relationships, and how long balance can truly hold, one question hangs in the air. Was this heartfelt message the final word, or just the calm before a much louder chapter in the Diggs family saga?